We're now joined by the Chattanooga Mocs. We have with us head coach Deandra Schirmer, along with student athletes Gianna Corbitt and Khalifa Ford. We'll have an opening statement from coach, followed by questions for the student athletes. If you do have a question, we have a mic, so if you'll just raise your hand. When you ask your question, give your name and your media entity, and then we'll have your question. All right? With that, coach, the floor is yours.
We talked a lot about this week about tournament time and how exciting it is and the atmosphere, and we knew that we wanted to come out and prove something. I feel like the way that the regular season ended left a bitter taste in our mouth, and so this whole entire week our team has been very, very locked in. We've been locked in on us and what we do well, and to see us come out and be able to execute the way that we did, I think that offensively we were just clicking on all cylinders, and that was really a testament to a lot of the hard work that we put in this week, knowing that we got a challenge in front of us, and this group rises to every challenge I put in front of them, and I'm just really proud of how they came out and how they played and how they played together. I think the way that we're going to get it done is by having a group effort, and I thought that everybody got involved, everybody played well, and we had an ultimate team win.
Questions, front row?
Samantha Casano with Local 3. Gianna, you had 14 of the team's first 16 points. Was it before the game or once the game started that you realized how locked in you were going to be?
All week. It wasn't just before this game. All week I was locked in on the first game of conference, just one team at a time and go get the dub.
More questions from the room?
Who's the MVP on the right?
Mike, please.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Thank you.
Who's the MVP on the right there?
This is my daughter, Eliana. She came out today.
You want to wave at her, really?
Say hi.
Oh, you're shy.
She'll introduce everybody. She'll be different later on. She's very much a lot more bubbler than this.
What does it mean to have her here today?
A lot. It's a testament to literally everything I've been through in the last couple of years of college, and it's even more grateful now. So she understands what I'm doing. She understands that mommy plays basketball, and every time I come home with something new, like a boot, she's like, "Mommy, did basketball hurt you?" I'm like, "Yeah, babe, yeah." And so I'll come home from a weight trip, she'll be like, "Mommy, I saw it on TV." Like, she knows I played basketball. It's just like something that is so she understands. So.
Last question from all three of you. Just kind of speak on what it's like, or how difficult it can be to fall into the trap of being the 1 seed and facing maybe a lower seed that hasn't had the year they wanted to. Most people don't think that is a threat, but it's a team with nothing to lose. How do you kind of avoid falling into that?
I think it's understanding that we have a greater goal. We fight every day in practice to get to this point, and no matter who, we have to respect everybody that we play. And I think honestly, having the respect for every team that we face, it allows us to go and play hard and play our game, and understand that anybody can sneak up on us. So, yeah.
Question in the back?
Coach, you've been talking this season about championship goals and obviously coming short this year. How did this first game get the jitters behind you so you can move into that higher level of competition in this tournament?
Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, our goal that we put forth was to be the number 1 seed, and we did that. So we put ourselves in a position to really set ourselves up on the side of the bracket and be able to have the early game and all the things that come with the number 1 seed. And so we kind of had to regroup a little bit. Obviously, ending the way that we did, we had something to prove, and I always feel like I'm best when I got a chip on my shoulder, and I feel like our team is the same way. And that's kind of how we were able to respond in practice, and you were able to see it on the court. I also think that one thing we're trying to teach our players at all times is how to adjust and how to cope. And we talked a lot about how we finish the season doesn't define who we are, that we still have the opportunity to define who this team is. And I think they're really excited about that opportunity to do that.
Front row again.
Coach, the 13 threes, I believe, tie a program SoCon tournament record. What did you like about the way that you guys were knocking them down from beyond the arc?
Well, we do a lot of things. They're called vitamins. So we shoot our vitamins every single day. We call them our vitamins because they're yummy, and we get them in every day, right, G? And they help us grow big and tall. No, any time that someone tells us a stat that we've set a record in the UTC women's basketball program, I'm shocked. because I feel like this program is such a staple in women's basketball and has been there, done that for basically everything. And so for this group to understand that yes, our expectations are high, our expectations are always high here at UTC, but we're still special. We're still different than any team that's been here. And whether that's, in the middle of the season setting a defensive record, or whether that's now setting an offensive record, this group has a lot of special pieces to it and a lot of special people, and I'm excited for them to make their own mark.
Any other questions, front row?
Gianna, I heard you say at the under 5 of the third quarter, we got to get stops. From that point on in the third quarter, you allowed 2 points, and then you allowed 14 in the fourth quarter, most of which came in those final few minutes. What did you like about the way you guys were able to continue to apply defensive pressure on Western?
We didn't start the third quarter the right way, the way that we want to start defensively. So we were talking about in the timeout, the huddles, get a kill, get 3 stops in a row, and just continue to get stops and string along good possessions of defense that reflects our offense. And we're just resilient. We're not gonna lay down to any challenge.
Any other questions? I think that'll do it.
Do you want to say something, Annie? You want to say go Mocs? You can do it. I'll say it with you. Ready? Go Mocs. No.
No.
All right. That's fine. Okay.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all.